So the IPL 2025 season is over for Chennai Super Kings. They concluded the season on a high, beating Gujarat Titans by 83 runs in a convincing performance, which was a departure from what has been the pattern throughout the season. But the big win was not enough to lift them from 10th in the points table. They finished 11 on points with Rajasthan Royals, but finished bottom of the table courtesy of a poorer net rate. This is the first time ever Chennai Super Kings has finished at the bottom of the table in an IPL season. So that's a conclusion of a disappointing season for CSK and its hardcore fans. So let's look at a few reasons why or how what are the reasons behind CSK's disappointing season. Starting with obviously was their poor intent with the bat. They multiple occasions, especially while chasing CSK could not show any sort of aggressive intent with the bat. They often floundered multiple chases. If they had shown a little more aggression in those games, the situation would have been different for CSK in this particular league stage. The middle order players like Shivam Dube, MS Dhoni, Ravindra Jadeja, on multiple occasions they could not push on with the bat, opting for a more conservative approach, which eventually led to their downfall. Then, of course, the injury to captain Ruturaj Gaikwad. Ruturaj Gaikwad, in addition to captaincy, Gaikwad is a very important presence with the bat up front. But losing him to an injury quite early in the season was a proper disruptor for their season. Mahendra Singh Dhoni took over as captain, and we all know what happened next. The season gradually winded on into a disappointing one. Hopefully, Gaikwad will be back at the helm for the next season, and that could possibly reinitiate things for Chennai Super Kings. Coming to the bowling front, CSK's bowlers, particularly Patrana, they have invested a lot in Patrana, who's, as we all know, a slinger who's generally reserved for the later stages of the innings, bowling innings. But he had a poor season by his exceptional standards, and that directly led to CSK bleeding a lot of runs in the later stages of the innings. A lot of talk has been going about Patrana's bowling action and how he has tweaked it a little bit, and the variations which he uses, such as the sharp yorkers or the bouncers. So over the course of this season, we have seen that he has overplayed his hand when it comes to his variations, and which has led to decreased efficacy for the Sri Lankan pacer. That is also a point of concern. In the exception of, let's say, Noor Ahmed, who had a great season, the left-arm spinner is a great addition to CSK's spin bowling legacy. In the exception of Noor Ahmed, the rest of the CSK spinners, Ravindra Jadeja and R. Ashwin, are both of them big money signings. Jadeja retention, Ashwin signing from the IPL 25 auction. Both of them had poor seasons, and that does not augur well for the team, considering that Ashwin is on the closer to 40 than ever. So that means maybe a rethinking is needed for CSK in terms of how they want to approach their spin attack. And the poor season was set up by a very mediocre performance in the auction, where the CSK stuck to its strategy of hiring experienced players. Players like Rahul Tripathi, Vijay Shankar, Deepak Huda, and Ashwin included. All of them fit into CSK's mold of hiring experienced Indian players and backing them for a long period. But unfortunately for CSK, none of these players came good in the season. But CSK were sharp while using the replacement policy of IPL. They managed to get in a few exceptionally talented young batters, particularly batters. So they got Ayush Matre, who had 200 plus runs, who finished with 200 plus runs at a really good strike rate. Then, of course, Dewald, Brevis, the South African batter, who played a strong hand in the win against Gujarat Titans. So, and then Urvil Patel also. So these three batters, because of the IPL replacement policy, they can retain these three batters for the next season also. This offers CSK a chance to build a core around these particular this trio of young batters who have shown a lot of promise, who deviated from CSK's conservative strategy of T20 batting. So that is one good thing which has happened to CSK, the replacements and the way they have gelled into the team and the way they have batted, and showed that the rest of the batting unit how to play in the modern T20 era. So yeah, that's it from CSK. This has been a season to forget for CSK and its fans, but it seems like better days are ahead for the team. And of course, the closing note of the season was Mahendra Singh Dhoni's press conference, where he refused to commit to either retiring or continuing, saying that he'll take a few days, few months to decide upon what the next course of action will be. But definitely, the way the statement that he and the team will try to ensure that there's a good team for Ruturaj Gaikwad to guide next season is a promising one for CSK. So let's wait and see what unfolds for CSK and its hardcore fans.